It's Rushden Diamonds against Woking.
Can you spot the spectator with more than a passing interest in this afternoon's football conference match? There's David O'Leary sitting next to Diamonds chairman Max Griggs. He's a guest of the club today, and of course he's checking out the Diamonds in preparation for Leeds' visit here on Saturday in the FA Cup. That's the Diamonds side. And what a day this is going to be for goalkeeper Steve Corry. The 17-year-old from Peterborough is a graduate from the Diamonds Youth Academy and is making his first team debut this afternoon. Also for Rushden today, Miquel de Souza and Adrian Foster in tandem for the very first time, so that will be an exciting sight for Diamonds followers. Carl Heggs again peeling away on the left, forms the third man in the Diamonds three-pronged attack. Well, the ball knocked forward early there by Stuart Girdler towards Grant Payne, and that's Bradshaw with a composed early touch to settle Rushden's nerves, and immediately he sends Foster scampering away. De Souza's in the middle. Foster shadowed by Eddie Saunders. There's De Souza. Wants to prod the ball towards Hampshire, but it never got there. And an impressive early start by Rushden. Wins a throw-in on that far side. Underwood. Ball driven in. That's Foster. De Souza. Players in support, including John Hampshire. Overlapping is Wooding. The ball delivered by Hampshire towards De Souza. Miquel there. And Foster and Miquel, and Rushden have started off this game at a lightning pace, and they come close to taking the lead as early as the second minute. Miquel snatching at that when you would expect him to get in on target really from that sort of distance. And we'll just look at that. Well, has it paid to get in? He's going towards the burger bar. You won't find milk there, my son. Bradshaw turning inside with such composure there and spinning a beautiful ball towards the far side, straight to the feet of Carl Heggs. Marvellous play from Bradshaw. Plenty of players in the box. Heggs' cross doesn't deliver, although Rushden have a corner. And what a cracking game we're being treated to so far. Both sides have come right out of the blocks at pace, and Rushden already have their third corner of the match. And Lawrence Batty forced into a slightly fumbled punch there. And Foster looking to set De Souza away. De Souza, he's going to take on Eddie Saunders here, and he's round the back. Plenty of players in the box if De Souza can find one of them. And Lawrence Batty with such a crucial interception from a Woking point of view, because De Souza was round the back there and he was looking for Butterworth in the middle, but Batty was straight off his line and blocked the cross. But this is De Souza in an almost identical position, looking to get the ball in. Lays it off to Wooding. Far post ball by Tim Wooding. That's Foster. Oh, and off the bar. And Hampshire. And can he convert the rebound? The answer is no. And the Diamonds have a corner. And once again, they come extremely close to scoring in these opening stages. Wooding absolutely lofted that centre over, and Foster's header looped over Batty. The keeper was nowhere near it, didn't even smell it. And Hampshire, the ball was bobbling between him and Michael Danzy, and the Woking number 6 just grateful to prod that behind for a Rushden corner. And that is Wooding's corner. And Rodwell, oh, that's off the line from right in front of Carl Heggs. And Foster, and off the line again from Steve West. Well, Rushden come close to scoring 3 times in under a minute here. And now Bradshaw. That time it was Jim Rodwell leaping and finding Girdler on the line to clear his effort. He's looking for movement in front of him. Hollingdale. And Butterworth sliding in well there. Hampshire can set up this Diamonds attack. Lovely ping ball to Foster. It's going to run on too much. But the Diamonds sprinting around like deers in the opening stages. Well, this was the earlier effort, the second corner delivered by Wooding. Rodwell got up well at the far post, looped his header just like Foster had done moments before over Batty, but that was Girdler on the line. And look at this, Foster with the acrobatics, and full marks to Steve West for clearing that ball off the line. Wooding only half-headed out by Ellis. That's Hampshire. Oh, tremendous strike by John Hampshire and Foster. And how many times are Rushden going to come close, so close to scoring without actually getting on the score sheet this afternoon? The ball's still in play with De Souza. Well, they've twice hit the woodwork, and They've had a header cleared off the line all in the space of the opening 7 minutes. This was John Hampshire pulling the trigger from just over 20 yards out and so close to hitting the target. Foot in there and we'll get the ball in. West on the far post, Steve West. Oh, saved by Corry. That'll do his confidence the world of good. Two-handed save just up to his right for Steve Corry. And he needed that. Make no mistake about it. Good save from the young keeper. Now Underwood. Butterworth. Up to the Souza. Oh, lovely ball from Underwood into Gary Butterworth. Straight at Lawrence Batty. And another Rushden chance goes begging. But it's another occasion on which they've carved through the Woking defence almost at will. This was Gary Butterworth stretching more than anything. And straight at Lawrence Batty. Still it's goalless at Nene Park. Bradshaw winning that comfortably in the air, and a certain foul there by Andy Ellis on Gary Butterworth. Butterworth wanted to get on with it instantly. Feeds the ball out wide to Heggs. Now Underwood. This is Miquel finding himself in a bit of space over on that left-hand side. Oh, well, he gets the better of Ellis there. Miquel. Oh, and it came off the crossbar. And the third time in this match that Rushden have hit the woodwork as the Souza tries to turn the ball in. And what have they got to do to score this afternoon, Rushden? This was Miquel certainly trying to cross the ball in there, but the ball spooned off the outside of his left foot and very nearly embarrassed Lawrence Batty. Looking to feed Danny Bolt over on the right-hand side. But it's another touch for Corry. He hasn't been called upon much in this game. I can only think of the one occasion when his gloves were required. And he was up to the task perfectly well. Now this is De Souza. Foster's inside him. De Souza cutting inside himself and scoring. And no more than Rushden deserved after all their pressure in the first half. 3 times they've hit the woodwork. They've had an effort cleared off the line, but this time Miquel De Souza cut inside. Eddie Saunders superbly. And a well-taken finish past Lawrence Batty. Skipping inside, Saunders could have delivered the ball to Foster. Only one aim though, and that was to stick the ball in the back of the net. Rushden Diamonds 1, Woking 0, 3 minutes before half-time, and relief is almost visible around Nene Park. Well, a late challenge there which has upset Brian Talbot straight after the Diamonds have taken the lead, and that was West going in with his stud showing on Tim Wooding. Well, Wooding's got stud marks all down his shin, and West has been cautioned. Butterworth towards Heggs. Again, Foster making tracks in the middle. And once again, Scott Smith is forced to concede another Rushden corner. Hampshire takes this time. Towards Rodwell. Over the bar is it? Miquel straight into the arms of Batty. And that's half-time. Rushden and Diamonds lead Woking by 1-0. The goal scored just a few moments before half-time by Miquel De Souza there. But before that, the Diamonds had so many chances, hitting the woodwork no less than 3 times. They had an effort cleared off the line. The game's been played at a blistering pace, and it's pretty good to watch. Rushden and Diamonds 1, Woking 0. Join us for the second half. Welcome back to a chilly Nene Park for the start of this second half. Rushden and Diamonds lead Woking by a 43rd minute goal from Miquel De Souza, his first at Nene Park. Trying to slip the ball through to Grant Payne here. An early chance for Woking in the second half. Faced by Jim Rodwell and cutting inside him. Straight at Corry. But again, the youngster's confidence will have been boosted no end by the secure handling he's been showing. First half tip over from Steve West, and on that occasion he was called upon to foil West striking partner Grant Payne. As De Souza goes sprinting away, trying to get the better of Saunders, and De Souza over the bar. Maybe should have done better there, Miquel De Souza, because for a moment he'd lost Eddie Saunders. I don't think the Woking number 4 quite knew where the ball was. And this is Danny Bolt chipping the ball in. Hayes flick on, and to Corry, although he took a whack after he'd taken the ball there from Michael Danzy. And well, is the physiotherapist going to be called into play here? Steve Corry doesn't need this on his Rushden Diamonds debut, but I think the 17-year-old goalkeeper looks okay. Hampshire wins the corner. Hampshire both wins the corner and will take it. Driven towards Rodwell. Now this is Foster with his back to goal, trying to turn. Almost got the shot in. Crowded out though by Scott Smith once again. Had a good game for Woking this afternoon, Smith. New Zealand international. Hampshire once again with an extremely deep corner. That was De Souza. Plenty of activity in front of goal there. It nearly fell for Rodwell, but not quite. Still the Diamonds press forward with Underwood. Heggs in plenty of space, and he maybe taking it a little bit too wide. Cross across the face of goal, but Carl Heggs then maybe didn't realise what time and space he had inside the area then. His first touch, his instinct was to take it wide of goal, and by then the shooting opportunity was lost. This is the sort of thing we saw from Rushden in the first half though. Sustained pressure. McElhatton to Hampshire. Good ball in from Hampshire to Heggs again, peeling away on this left hand side. Ball in, headed out by Darren Hay, and it's going to fall to Butterworth. And sustained pressure from Rushden. Hampshire to Butterworth. That ball was over Steve West's head. Tim Wooding clears. Now Hampshire. Oh, the ball poked through for De Souza here, and Batty's out. Can De Souza get to the rebound? The answer is no. Tremendous defending from Eddie Saunders there, when it looked like a goal was certainly on the cards. Full credit to Batty for making the initial save, and Saunders with the challenge that keeps Woking in the game without a doubt. But De Souza coming so close to scoring his second on his first appearance at Nene Park. Hampshire's throw-in, finds McElhatton, who feeds the ball back out wide to Hampshire. Good ball in, that's De Souza and Foster. Oh, great save from Batty, and Heggs nearly capitalising on the rebounds there. Somehow the ball stayed out, and somehow Woking stay in this game. That's Butterworth to Hampshire. Well, this was the chance. Delightful ball in from Hampshire. De Souza headed the ball down as you're supposed to do, but Lawrence Batty with a sensational save there, and Heggs somehow drove the ball into the bodies of Saunders and Michael Danzy combined. This is Girdler. Perkins. Oh, that was Danny Bolt. Probably guilty of being a little bit too casual there. And Rushden sprinting away on this near side with Carl Heggs. Players rushing up to join him. One of them's De Souza here, who's going to try and cut inside. De Souza showed too much of the ball to Danzy, and the shouts for a penalty go unheeded. Well, De Souza, look at that, clean through, no doubt about that. His legs were taken away from him there. Maybe the ball, though, had run away from him a little bit too much. Just wonder if that played on Terry House's mind when making the decision. McElhatton beaten in the air there by Girdler. Now Foster sprinting away. Rushden still looking for this second goal that will seal victory this afternoon at Nene Park. Oh, delightful ball in by Foster. That's Butterworth. And to John Hampshire. Oh, well, is this a second? The answer's no, because Foster has blazed it wide. And how many chances are Rushden going to have this afternoon? Initially, John Hampshire, the ball was tangled in between his feet, and it fell to Foster here. Should have hit the target, but didn't. Now Hampshire to De Souza. Plenty of space for Miquel De Souza here. And just look at Michael McElhatton sprinting into space. Wants it played, and this could seal it for Rushden. McElhatton saved by Batty. And just look at Foster screaming in the middle. He's got every right to be incensed, because had McElhatton squared that, then that would have been game, set and match for Rushden without a doubt. But McElhatton went on himself, and Batty, credit to Batty, with another fine stop. But once again, Rushden squander a golden opportunity to seal the victory at Nene Park today. And we could be heading for the most comprehensive 1-0 victory that Diamonds followers have seen in this ground. That's Bolt shooting, going all the way through to Corry. And he will be delighted with his performance this afternoon, Steve Corry. Only been called on a handful of times. But what he's been required to do, he's done well. And again, Rushden break forward. This could surely seal it now with De Souza. That's over. And Miquel de Souza, the latest in a long line of Diamonds players, to feel absolutely bemused at not sealing the victory for Diamonds this afternoon, the very last minute. Rodwell does take. Lofted the ball towards Heggs. Good touch on by Carl Heggs. De Souza has let Heggs in. And more chances for Rushden. Heggs and Foster. And that is 2-0 at long last. Rushden have sealed the conference points at Nene Park on Bank Holiday Monday. But how long has it taken them to do it? We're deep into injury time. Heggs and De Souza fashion the chance. The ball is squared across. And Adrian Foster, on his return to the side, won't have an easier chance than that all season. A fitting finale to Bank Holiday afternoon at Nene Park. Rushden seal the points and Foster gets a goal on his return. Well, that's Ellis. And Woking in danger of being submerged at Nene Park. It's remained at 2-0, but a more comprehensive 2-0 victory you could not wish to see. Carl Heggs set up the second goal in injury time for Adrian Foster, who marked his return to the team with a goal, his 13th of the season. And Miquel de Souza there scored his first at Nene Park and his second overall this term for the Diamonds. 2-0 victory. They had so many chances, Rushden, but 2 goals will do for Brian Talbot as the conference challenge keeps right on track.
We've missed loads of chances, but fair play to the lads, eh? They stuck in there, they battled hard, they worked the ball well, and we created loads of chances. We were as good as anything we've been all season today.
Going to say good solid display by the Diamonds today after maybe some indifferent performances in recent games.
A lot of people say that. I mean, I don't know what they expect. They expect us to win every game. That's the only problem. And flow in football, you can't always do that in football because teams are playing against you, kicking you, stopping you from playing. But I understand what people think when they don't see performances like this every week. They get disappointed. I want them to play like this every week. They want to play like that every week. Unfortunately, the opposition have something to say about it. But today, all credit to them. We had a very inexperienced goalkeeper. The back four protected him no end, and they were solid. The midfield were competitive and creative, and the front boys were elusive and quick and lively. And to be honest, they couldn't handle us on the day.
Okay, Adrian, your first game for a couple of months, and you cap it with a goal. Must seem like you've never been away.
Yeah, I'm pleased to be back. I've been out since October the 17th, and I've just been racing to get the first team chance. I've been on the bench the last 5 games, and Gaffer's given me a chance today, and I've took it with both hands.
2-0 win today, but it could have been a lot more, couldn't it?
Yeah, the lads have performed well. I think it's the best we've played for a long time. We've battled. They weren't a bad side, they were strong, but Miquel scored a great goal, which eased it down for us. And they had a bit of a spell second half where they could have probably nicked one, but we've been strong, and then I've just nicked one at the end.
Fozzie is Fozzie, eh? He scores a goal. He's a live wire. He's a big handful for a small lad, and defenders can't be resting because he's in between defenders all the time trying to look for a goal, and he comes up with another goal today. And Fozzie will keep chipping in with goals.